Hey everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, Ben. Super excited to be here.
All right, let's just jump right into India's incredible rivers. What makes them so significant, truly?
Oh, they're not just water, they're the lifeblood of India. Culturally, ecologically, economically, everything.
So it's more than just geography.
Absolutely. Think of the Ganges, right? It's revered. But then you have rivers like the Brahmaputra, crucial for trade and agriculture.
Wow. So they influence everything from religion to farming?
Exactly. They shape the land, provide water for billions, and support unique ecosystems.
Like the deltas, I assume?
Yes, major deltas, mangrove forests, floodplains that are incredibly fertile. They really are the backbone.
And there are so many different types of rivers across India, right?
From Himalayan snow-fed giants to peninsular rivers that are monsoon-dependent. Each one has its own personality.
So this isn't just about water flow, it's about life.
Exactly. They determine where people live, what crops they grow, even their spiritual beliefs.
It's like India's history is written in its rivers.
Spot on. They're ancient, powerful, and ever-changing, just like the country itself.
That's a beautiful way to put it. So where do we even begin to map these out?
Okay, so now that we know the basics, I think it's super helpful to actually see where these rivers are.
Oh, absolutely. Geography makes all the difference.
So we're going to dive into some maps. Where should we start?
Eastern India is a great place. It shows rivers like the Brahmani and the Ganges.
And then we move into central India with a map of Madhya Pradesh, which I hear is key for the Narmada.
That's right. You can really visualize its course and those important dams.
Amazing. And the Ganges has its own basin map too, right? With all its tributaries and cities.
Yes, it highlights that entire system. You see how vast it is.
What about the Brahmaputra? Does it have a dedicated harp?
It does, shows its main channel, and its major offshoots like Subansiri and Lohit.
And then there's a map for the Barak River Basin, which is fascinating because it's split.
It bifurcates into the Surma and Kashiara in Bangladesh. Super unique.
So cool. And finally, for southern India, we get a look at the Kaveri.
Yes, its dams and surrounding basins, giving a full picture.
It really helps to see how these rivers connect with states and even protected areas.
Exactly. The maps provide that spatial understanding.
Wow, those maps really paint a picture. But can you break down the rivers a bit more for us?
Absolutely. We've got a summary table that makes it super easy to compare the main points for each.
Nice. So where does the Brahmani start?
It's a confluence. Two rivers, the South Col and Sanka, from the Chota Nagpur Plateau.
And where does it end up?
The Bay of Bengal, Odisha's second largest river.
Okay, Bay of Bengal. What about the Narmada?
Amarkantak Plateau. But here's the cool part. It flows west into the Gulf of Combat.
West? That's unique for India, right?
It is longest west-flowing river. And the Ganges, of course, from the Gangotri Glacier.
The iconic Ganges in the Kaveri.
Talakaveri in the Western Ghats. It's the third largest in South India.
So many rivers, so many sources.
Exactly. The Barak from Liai Kulin village in Manipur, or the Lohit from Tibet, nicknamed the River of Blood.
River of Blood, what an intense name.
Because of its red laterite soil. And the Godavari is India's second largest, after the Ganges.
Wow, so many different characteristics.
They're all unique, but you can see patterns too. Most flow east, for example.
So after that great overview, let's zoom in on some specific rivers. What makes the Brahmani so special?
It's Odisha's second largest, flowing right through Bidar-Kanika National Park, a UNESCO mangrove reserve.
Mangroves, nice. And the Beitar?
It's smaller, but a unique stretch forms part of the Odisha-Jharkhand border. It also hits the Bay of Bengal.
Okay, a border river. What about the Narmada? I heard that one's kind of famous.
Oh, the Narmada is huge. Longest west-flowing river in India, carving its way through a rift valley.
A rift valley? That's geologically significant.
It totally is. And it historically divides North and South India.
Wow. Ganges, of course, everyone knows about the Ganges.
From the Gangotri Glacier. It has major tributaries like the Ramganga and runs through Gangotri National Park.
So it's not just big, it's environmentally protected.
Absolutely. Then there's the Manas from high in Arunachal Pradesh.
Is that near the Himalayas?
Yes, it actually has a tributary, the Labrak, that originates north of the Great Himalayas. It passes through Manas National Park.
That's pretty unique. What about the Kaveri down south?
Kaveri starts in the Western Ghats, super important for Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. It has famous waterfalls like Shivanasamudra.
And dams too, right? Like Krishna Rasa.
Exactly. Plus, it supports diverse wildlife in places like Nagarhole National Park.
Okay, that's a key southern river. Any other interesting ones?
The Barak is fascinating. It flows through 4 Indian states before splitting in Bangladesh, but it's not a Brahmaputra tributary.
Not a tributary? That's surprising.
Nope, and the Lohit from Tibet, called the River of Blood because of its reddish soil.
River of Blood? Sounds dramatic.
It joins the Brahmaputra, and India's longest water bridge crosses it.
Wow! What about the Sub-Siri?
Largest tributary of the Brahmaputra, also from Tibet, with a big dam project planned.
So it's massive. And finally, the Godavari.
India's second largest river overall, after the Ganges, flowing through so many states, and home to Papakonda National Park and mangrove sanctuaries.
Wow, so many rivers, each with its own story. It's almost like they have their own language, right?
Absolutely. And to really understand those stories, we need to know the key terms, the building blocks of river systems.
Okay, so let's get into that. What's the first term we should define?
The source. It's where a river begins, like the Gangotri Glacier for the Ganges.
Got it. So the very beginning?
Exactly. Often a glacier, a spring, or a highland stream.
And what about the other end where it finishes its stream?
That's the mouth. It's where the river empties into a larger body of water, like a sea or ocean.
Like the Bay of Bengal for many of these Indian rivers?
Spot on.
Okay, what's next? I hear a lot about tributaries.
A tributary is a smaller river or stream that flows into a larger one. They're like feeder branches.
So the Ramganga is a tributary of the Ganges?
Yes, perfect example.
And what about a basin? That sounds like a bigger concept.
It is. The basin is the entire land area drained by a river and all its tributaries.
So it's not just the river itself, but all the land that feeds into it.
Exactly. Every drop of water from that land eventually makes it to that river.
That makes so much sense, especially when we talk about things like the Ganges Basin.
It's a huge area, supporting millions of people.
Wow, that was a lot to hover.
It really was.
Thanks, Hart.
Thanks for having me.